up, everybody? I go by the name of Sly.
And I'm Cartier the Dawn. And we want to encourage you guys to listen to The Melting Pot,
where we will release new episodes every Sunday discussing today's most hottest and controversial topics, stirring up all things popular culture.
And you know what they say, if you can't stand the heat,
get out of the kitchen. Brought to you by The Melting Pot.
Why the Melting Pot think they all that though? Period.
Se fala que amo, eu tô mentindo, menina. Eu sou a quinta focada e capacitada em sacar pote na mão. Tentando na minha direção, piranha. Sabe que ela louco do pai, do pai.
Hey, Sue Shells, and welcome back to another installment here at The Melting Pot. I'm your host, Cartier the Dawn, and on this week's episode, we have a guest star, a good friend of mine who we ain't got nothing to do, she ain't got nothing to do, so let's just talk a little bit, Sue Shells, I think y'all would like her vibe, you know how you just can connect with somebody off rip. When you first meet a coworker, at first, you be trying to pretend like, you don't really be doing too much because you be trying to get their vibe and see how their energy is. But with her, it wasn't even like that. Day one, we both clicked, And so those are the people you keep around. So I'm not going to, I'm going to let her introduce herself and we going to start.
Hey, everybody. I'm Melly and I'm just glad to be here. Let's go.
Well, we're going to address the elephant in the room, the stanky elephant in the room. I like showering. I try to shower every day. If I do skip a shower, it would just be that one night session. I'll pick it up in the morning. I'm not going to go from Monday to Thursday without showering. But we do have some people, as y'all are quite aware, that do not shower daily. And they skip a lot of days in between. And that person is none other than B. Simone. And I just don't understand the concept, because I didn't hear it when everybody else heard it because I work a lot. So somebody told me, and so I was thinking that she skipped a day when she went on a podcast or whatever show and she mentioned that she doesn't shower. And not only did she let people know that, but right after that she said, "Is that nasty?" Yeah. It kind of is, B. It's very nasty for you not to shower every day. But I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. I thought, okay, well, maybe she showered Monday morning. She was busy and all day, and she just came home and crashed and did not shower. But she picked it up Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon whenever she woke up. No. She made it very clear. It is a few days in between her next shower. And I don't care what scientists try to come up on TikTok and say, well, the good bacteria and the bad bacteria should actually stay on your skin. I done made it this far. I'm not going to stop and put over 72 hours between me and a shower. I just can't do it. I won't do it.
It was interesting because I don't know if she was on somebody else's podcast or if she has her own podcast.
She was on somebody else's.
Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't tuned into the show, but I did see the clip. And like you, when she first said it, I was like, oh, I'm giving her grace because, yeah, you get busy. So I get that part, right? But then she said, when her friend tried to back her up, so your next shower from Monday is going to be Wednesday. She like, nah, Thursday. What? No, ma, you cannot. No, ma, I don't know. Then I said, maybe it's the new age females. Maybe that's how they out here giving it up, But then I got on social media and I saw that wasn't the case. People out here are really still showering on a daily basis. So I'm unsure of who her friends are or like who's your family members, who's not telling you that you stink like Oscar the Grouch. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, and that's my thing. You on Wild 'N Out, so nobody behind the scenes, like, Justina ain't tell you, Nick ain't tell you, Tim Delgado, ain't nobody told you that you stink.
Listen, we know Nick's not going to say anything because, Nick said, what he said, like 85% of women have odor. So he thinks that this is normal.
And then in the clip, right after she said, I don't shower every day, Desi Banks was like, well, I don't think a lot of women shower every day.
Yeah, but I think that was just him I think he was just trying to help her, like, save face, like, oh, yeah, so it don't look as bad as it actually was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want to humiliate the girl. But, I mean, it was kind of like trolling, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But see, that's the thing. She just such a troll. I don't know if she was serious in her not showering, or do she really not shower every day? Like, but then I just got on Twitter and somebody had, I guess, took a screenshot of one of her videos. I guess she was on live. She was in the shower all suds up, but there was no soap in the shower caddy. So I feel like she bought the shower caddy to, like, save face. And I think the video was just like let people know, like, hey, yeah, I'm getting one, but this is one shower out the week out of 7 days. It kind of don't.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe Cartier. Maybe she had just used all the soap. Maybe she had used it before she actually turned the shower on.
See,
so by the time
you know what?
She turned the camera on.
If I seen your shower and you ain't have no soap in the caddy, I might be like, well, she just used it. I'm because I know that you shower. But coming from somebody who said they don't shower every day, you need to have full bottles in your caddy. Your bottle should last you the whole year. You shower once a week. I'm not understanding. You shower once a week, so I should go to your house and be like, she got all the soap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to bring my own soap over here because it's basically untouched over here. I don't have to be picky about the soaps over here. So now her receipt is still in the trash can in the kitchen, but it's shower caddy. You ain't got to fool me. Nope.
You ain't got a lot of kicking.
Right. You ain't finna put no sugar on no shit and call it cake around here. You ain't got no soap on that caddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but okay, so let's think critically, right? So do you think out of all this time that she's been in the circles that she's been in, doing the things that she's doing, dating the guys that she's dating, do you think that if she really didn't shower like that, like on a regular basis, and because if you didn't shower like that, you're gonna smell, like, period, right? So do you think that, like, people just didn't notice it, or could she really be trolling? Because she's a comedian. This is what she does. She makes people laugh. She's creative with it, right? So,
well, ain't nobody trying to laugh at a motherfucker who ain't showering. We gonna call that. That ain't funny to me.
But nobody has come out in the blogs or nothing and said that she stinks or has an odor. People are very petty. Come on now. If you even blink wrong as anybody with any significant amount of followers, you're going to be scrutinized. People are going to talk about you. Nobody has said that. So she could just be trolling just for, controversy. Look, she went viral. And she was viral for like a whole damn day. People was like, really, they were dragging her. So mission accomplished, right?
Right. I guess.
I mean, in this day and age, everybody wants to go viral. It don't matter for what. They don't care.
I don't want to be viral for not showering.
Well, that's you.
I mean,
that's you. You not starving for likes, and you know what I'm saying.
That's true, but I mean, that's just weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just weird to me. Like, we need to kind of stop being starving for likes, because that ain't cute. I don't care how nobody want to put it. Like, not showering every day. Well, hold on. Let me correct myself, because not showering more than 3 to 4 times out the week on average. It's nasty. It ain't cute on male, woman,
or child, right? Yeah,
or child, right? I know dogs who get more baths than that. Like, if we gonna call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
but maybe she showers once every 3 months and just wet wipes it in between.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, maybe she has a method to keep her from not smelling.
Yeah, I mean, she could be taking whole baths. I don't know if I can say that, but the old people say whole baths.
Yeah, whole baths.
You're just hitting the hot spots.
Bird baths.
Yeah.
Wrench offs. Okay. Whatever she want to call it.
Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that came from. It sounds like it's nasty though, right? Like a Project Pat bath. Like
Project Pat. Well, I hope she patting all the good stuff. But so me and Sly was talking about this topic. We seen her do a comedy show downtown, and she was actually funny. And she did mention, like, you know, she tried to be lesbian for a while and it didn't work. You know, they pulled a little backpack out. By the way, there is a YouTube video about it on our YouTube channel. Y'all should go look at it. But I said all that to say, she opens her legs. They pull out the little strap at the book bag. You don't think the silicone and the odor gonna have the room smelling kind of funky?
What now? What? I'm not doing this with you. You
like, silicone already smell weird and odor smells weird.
Are you rubbing your hands together like Birdman?
Yeah. Slap that together. It just smells.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Moving on. So our America's favorite citizen decides that he wants to run for president. Kanye West.
Is he back on that again?
Yeah, he's back on that. It was just posted like an hour ago. 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The rapper received approximately 60,000 votes in 2020. 60,000 idiots decided that they wanted him to be their president. And at this point, it's laughable. I think Kanye needs to start small, like city council, private school board, mayor of his own estate. But I'm never going to vote for Kanye. I don't care if they have a pencil on the ballot. Not voting for Kanye. I don't care if it's between Kanye, a pencil, and a banana. I believe those other two candidates are the best man or woman, because it's 2022, for the job. But I'm not voting for Kanye. Because, I mean, he doesn't even have a political mindset. And I don't want to hear, oh, he's a genius. He's okay. I'm not going to call him Albert Einstein or anything, but he's okay. I'm still not going to vote for him for president or mayor or governor. Or I wouldn't even vote for him for homecoming. I know what I said a few minutes ago.
Right.
But I just...
I am so... I'm done. I'm done with you. Not even for homecoming? He can't even have your vote for homecoming? I mean, come on. Everybody keeps saying he's a genius. And come on now.
He a genius or he just a different thing? First of all, he's unstable mentally for me to be my president. And I'm pretty sure some of the other people that we voted for that have won, they might be unstable behind the scenes too. Who knows? It's a hard job, but at least they didn't display it in the front ground, except Trump. But that's another story. The people that voted for him was idiots too. But shoot, I give him another shot.
Look, just like Obama was a symbol when he was elected, just from him running, he became a symbol, right, of hope for the Black community, little Black boys and girls, right? And then Trump became president, and he became a symbol that anybody can have this position. You don't have to. It sounds good, and it makes sense to kind of go through the different levels of chains of command and government organizations, right? And what makes sense. So you can get your feet wet. You can kind of learn how this political landscape works. But what Trump did was he showed people that you could skip all of that and you could be the most powerful man in the world. Or, well, yeah, man, because he doesn't want a woman, right? So Kanye is looking at it like, well, if he could do it, I could do it. And I think that's there's nothing wrong with that way of thinking, right? But I think that for Kanye, it's like, because let's put a pin in that. I'm gonna come back to that. When you listen to, I'm gonna draw the connection though, because when you listen to people talk about him, like in these interviews and things like that, right? And they describe him as basically like a control freak. He's, to a genius level, right? Most geniuses have to control everything around them, and that's what makes them, quote unquote, a genius. So we know that, he went into Adidas and he wanted to, and Balenciaga and all these people, he wanted to put his stuff on the floor. He wanted to do stuff like that, which at some point is going to be revolutionary, right? To just walk into a store and be able to buy high-end stuff. To somebody, that's revolutionary. But they said, no, this is not how we're doing it. Kanye goes into every business or organization and trying to tell you how you need to run your business. But we've been doing this longer than you've been alive, Black man. Kanye forgets that, remember, what's the ugly man name? Jay-Z said in 444, still nigga, right? I think Kanye missed that part. Like, he feels like he could just walk into any place and own the place and be catered to as if he were one of them. But he's not. And I think that they knocked him down to a point where they had to swat him down like, hey, boy, don't forget your place. Right? So now you think that you can run for president again. The first time didn't show you that you didn't know what you was doing. That wasn't enough. You need more. You need... You know what I'm saying? So where people might be laughing at him, some people may doubt that he actually has mental health issues. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anybody, right? But from the outside looking in, it wouldn't surprise me because nothing makes sense. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you did this and you saw how the first time went. Your votes got discounted. You didn't know what the hell you were doing. And now here you are back again because you still idolizing Trump and his people. Even after they put you on punishment. Even after they're, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, at this point, I just feel like he's, he's in the middle of an ocean, him and his people, and I'm way back here. I wouldn't touch that situation with a 10-foot pole because I don't feel like, in the end, I feel like this is going to end very badly. Very badly. And I don't think we're past laughing at this point. We're past, all this commentary. He's not listening to anybody. He's got people close to him saying, hey, man, you need to go get some help. Let me help you. And what does Kanye do? He goes and puts their private text messages and things like that online and, stuff like that. So now it's like, I don't really, as a friend, quote unquote, right? I don't really want to say anything, not in written form, because I don't want to be put on blast. I don't want it to, I don't want him tying me up with any of this, right? So it's just a crazy situation. I think Kanye is just, he needs some help, man. He needs like a nap, like one of them. He needs some help. Maybe you should reach out to him because you're a really good friend. You know how to listen to people. So you should reach out to him and offer to be his friend and be a sounding board and listen to him and stuff. What do you think?
I knew he needed help once he said slavery is a choice. That right there lost my vote. I mean, you never really had it, but you wasn't going to get it after you said that.
Right.
And, you know, his followers have tried to come to his rescue and try to spin that so many ways. Well, this not what he meant. This what he's... I live in a black and white world, so your words are just that, your words. Slavery is a choice was the sentence that you chose. You had all night before that interview to adjust your sentence to fit the narrative of what you were trying to say. But you said for 400 years, it sounds like a choice. Slavery was not a choice.
Like we could have just went to the slave master like, yo, I'm out. Like, I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was cool. It was cool in the first half, but now it's just overrated. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
But isn't it, you don't think that's interesting to you? You don't find that interesting that, wait, hold on, pause right here. So I hope she cuts out like all that whole Kanye thing. Don't get me started on Kanye because I was like all over the place, but I knew what I was trying to say. Anyway, you don't think it's strange that of all the things that Kanye has said and done over the years, right? It took this incident for him to effectively be canceled by, I'm a say, you know, the dominant society, right? And then even our own people, because he has done many things before now that they've canceled other people for less for. They'll cancel you from tweets that you made when you was 2 and you now 60. You know what I'm saying? But they won't cancel Kanye for the things that he has done before. Like the video where we all saw where he walks into this room, I guess it's like a birthday party, and he's got all these bags where if you a hustler like me, this is an investment, right? Somebody give you a $80,000 bag, $125,000 bag. You know what I'm saying? That's an investment. That's something that, you know what I'm saying? That's you can kind of create some wealth off of that if you know how to do what you do. So you walk in and you give everybody a bag, but the black woman. You did that. That was okay. Nobody made no noise about it. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing. What you did to Taylor Swift. Like it was her fault they gave her an award. That's her community. They gonna lift their own up. We already know this. So you did that to her for what? Who at that time, if you think back, she was extremely young. There was no reason for him to jump up on that stage and do that to that girl. But he wasn't canceled for that.
Exactly.
Everybody thought it was funny.
And he did it to the right one, because had it been somebody else, he would have got popped on that stage. Excuse you, I was talking. Try that with somebody else, young man.
That part. Then you get up there and you use your public platform and you talk about this man being on drugs, which didn't have a factor in his death. We all saw what happened. So now you acting just like them. Don't believe what you see, believe what I tell you. So there are so many different instances of him just doing and saying whatever. And like you said, there've been excuses made. And this community is the biggest. Oh, they're going to cancel me for this, honey. They're going to be like, whoever this woman is, don't have her back. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because it's the truth. Our community, we tend to ignore the shit we want to ignore. We have selective outrage like a mug.
Exactly. We pick and choose what we want to follow. And then the stuff that we want to follow, we try to flip it so that way we can get people to believe it. And that's why I said earlier, don't put sugar on shit and call it a cake. At the end of the day, it's still shit. Exactly.
So all this time we've been making excuses for him. Because and even now, you can get on social media and you can see, when he put out another pair, I'm going to buy it. Talking about these ugly shoes he got. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. For what? You're not tired of being disrespected yet? It's not making you feel no kind of way yet? That's a problem. And I think this whole thing with this whole Kanye thing, it's gotten really, it's bigger than him. If you look at it as as opposed to just him, right? If you're looking at the whole picture, because what does this say about us as a culture? That we let all of this stuff slide. But when that other community put their foot down, they put their feet down. And they keep it on your neck. But we don't hold we pick and choose who we gonna hold accountable for what. Period. Because R. Kelly is still very much loved and respected. People will still go. If he could sell tickets from prison and put on a show from prison, people would be buying them. Why? Why do we do that?
And back to that making excuses stuff. The biggest excuse that I can't stand. Oh, well, he acts like this because his mom died, blah, 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 blah. He ain't been right since his mom died.
Yeah, like nobody ever lost a parent before.
Let's go back to 2008. When Jennifer Hudson came on the scene, she lost her mom, her brother, and I think her nephew.
It was her mother, her sister, and her nephew.
Well, 3 people. I thought it was one of the brothers. I thought it was a brother and nephew. But anyway, 3 people was violently killed. She didn't go all batshit crazy. She didn't lose her mind. In front of people, we don't know what she did behind the scenes. I'm not going to take that from her, you know.
Yeah,
but you get what I'm saying? Like, she didn't. And that was in 2008. A year after his mom died. So around the same time frame. And the difference is, you know, she was juggling new fame, which is like, you know, you want to share with your family, but now your family is not here. So miss me with all that. Like we don't lose people. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear that. Well, he got ADHD. Okay. They diagnose every black person with that. I can go to the hospital right now and they tell me I have the same thing and I'm fine. So stop making excuses. We love to make excuses and turn around about them prison shoes and call him the greatest and
in the slave clothes.
Slave clothes. He literally be putting y'all in slave clothes in y'all bio.
Right.
It's the craziest thing. He literally put y'all in slave clothes in shackles and y'all purchase everything he buy. Shoes just as ugly.
Yeah. Clothes
just as ugly.
But, I mean, again, anything to say that I have it, right? Anything that I can, it helps me with clout, go viral, whatever, you know? So, whatever.
All the Kanye fans is going to go in one ear and out the other. So, moving on. How do you feel about the Cheesecake Factory?
I haven't been to the Cheesecake Factory in years.
Okay.
But when I did go, back when there was one in Manhattan, I don't know if they still have one there. I'm sure they do because it's so iconic. It was good. Wow, what's going on with them?
Okay. I'm gonna paint the picture for you. Me and you, we fly to Manhattan, right? We go to the Cheesecake Factory. Mm-hmm. Even though it wasn't the one in Manhattan, but we go to the Cheesecake Factory, right? We're sitting down. You're eating your ravioli. I got my red velvet cheesecake. Cool, right? In walks the baby, passing out free concert tickets that nobody's picking up. After he had already left some there. So he already been to the Cheesecake Factory. He left some there and he came back with a camera crew. And he's passing out free concert tickets. And for those of you who have not been following the baby was a rapper. He better find another career because that's definitely short-lived. However, he was at a music festival in Miami and he made some very homophobic comments. And his career went downhill from there. Like, to be honest, every time he dropped music, everybody knew about it. Even though all his songs sound the same, it was played everywhere. This man, I think he dropped like a whole album Nobody even said nothing about it. Nobody knew nothing about it. Concert ticket sales has been plummeting. I mean, I believe an arena in New Orleans canceled his show because he couldn't sell 14,000 seats. So you go from selling out shows to you can't even give nobody to come to your concerts for free. For free. You better find you another career real soon.
I did hear a few of his songs, but I really didn't start paying much attention to him until the thing at the concert when he made that comment. And of course, it was everywhere. And I was like, oh, who is this? And so I was like, oh, that's who sings that song. Okay. Then I think around that same time, I found out about the Walmart thing, where he deleted the guy in Walmart. And then I saw where he slapped or punched a fan because he said her light was too bright or something on her phone at a show. So yeah, I mean, who's surprised that he's effectively canceled and nobody even made the announcement? They just didn't show up. Like, I think that's interesting how that happened. Like, I didn't see very many like posts about it, about there was being a collective to cancel him. I saw that people were upset about the different things at the time that it was happening with him, but he was still able to sell music and have shows and go viral and those kind of things, right?
Right.
So I just thought that was interesting that everybody just seemed like at the same time without any kind of communication was just like, we're over it. That's interesting to me. How do you like? Where do you think that came from?
I'm just gonna keep it real. Anytime you use your platform and you talk about the alphabet community, you better have $1 billion in your bank account to back it up, because everything's gonna be done after that. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering it was a few alphabets outside at that thing. You know? And then like what you said was just so you can't let it perform. Why are you mentioning somebody giving mouth in the parking lot? That's their business. Was you out there? You mad you didn't get your shot before you got on the stage? You know what I'm saying? You know, people went about the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely unnecessary, the comment. It was like no place for it. It kind of felt like we're talking about this right now, and I just be like, yeah, so the circus is outside. Huh? Like, you're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? Where did that come from? You know?
Exactly. It don't fit. Or if I randomly be like, I stick hot Cheetos up my nose.
Right. Like, what? Like, just very random. Like, what made you...
random, right.
I don't know. When, and I'll say this, I don't really like to get into conversations about that community, what they got going. I don't like to touch it with a 10-foot pole. But I will say this. I feel like, I think it would save a lot of people unnecessary problems if you just keep things in context where they belong, right? So you're at a concert, this is your show, people came here to hear your music. The fact that you would even bring that up out of nowhere, like, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere. What's the context of that for you? What were you thinking about in your head that just made you blurt that out? That kind of makes me feel like what you got going on, that you feeling some type of way about. You know what I'm saying? That you had to bring it to the world stage, essentially, because that's what you did. You brought it to the world stage. For what?
Just like when people get on stage and they start talking political. We don't need you to get political. We just need you to perform. But the last thing I remember outside of this recent thing of him selling these tickets, he used to be a clown and get into it with Danny Lee, the Take It Easy singer. And I mean, he was fighting people, getting into it with Danny Lee. They was the Christine rocking Blueface before Christine rocking Blueface. So, I mean, when you mixed all that, like, let's just say he was my favorite rapper. And, you know, at some point you just get tired of defending somebody. Every week is something new. The gay thing, you get into it with your baby mama, then you talking about her, then y'all going on live and you threaten to pack her stuff up. She really don't want to leave. It becomes too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, your music ain't good for all of it. You know what I'm saying? To keep defending you.
Right. Oh yeah, we talking about the wait on girl. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is his baby mother. Wait on. That's how she said.
So.
Wait.
Then you calling the cops on your baby mama. It become too much. Your music ain't too good. I mean, his performances are okay. I mean, he ain't nothing but a hype performer. He got like this little huge baby that comes out on stage with him. It ain't nothing. You just gotta. You gonna die if you don't see it. To be honest with you, he okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when I get these Rihanna tickets. Oh, okay.
No. The biggest performance I can't wait to go see in 2023. I can't wait for the tickets to drop. It's that Renaissance tour. I'ma be there.
Oh, boo. Okay. Moving on.
Not too much.
Moving on.
Go ahead and sing. Oh,
that's how I feel about Rihanna. I'm gonna be in the house. Okay, I'm saving up. I'm not feeding my kids. I'm not feeding my husband. Hell, I'm not feeding myself. But until the tickets go on sale, nobody around here gets to eat. Nobody gets new clothes. Nobody gets anything until I purchase this Rihanna ticket.
Is she going on tour or something? Or you just...
Yeah, she's going on tour.
There's a lot of conversation, y'all. I gotta look it up.
2023, honey. Yes, she's going on tour.
For her album that's coming out, that she's supposed to be singing at the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. That is the word from the big bird on the curve.
Her Atlanta dates better not interfere with my Beyonce dates. Got a problem.
Listen.
I got that.
I don't got that problem, so.
She ain't drop no date. She just saying. I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess she gonna announce it after the February 12th. They haven't.
But you know she gonna come to Atlanta. Come on.
I'm saying it better not interfere with my Renaissance tour.
You know who I really like? I like Summer Walker. And I like Ella. How you say her name? Ella Mai?
Ella Mai fell off. I don't know what.
Ella Mai? I like her.
Because she dropped the album not too long ago and I didn't know nothing about it. Beautiful. But in 2019, you could never miss a song she released. You could never miss it.
I just discovered her. And I am so in love with her voice. Yeah. She's very talented.
I'm on my way. Tell me how you need it. This is a song with Meek Mill. Give it to you night and day. I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Loving the shit up you, fucking the shit up. You gotta listen to this. It's a fire song. That's all the time we have, Sue Chefs, and people want to be so rude on this week's episode. I'm your host, Cartier the Dawn.
And I'm Melly.
And this has been The Melting Pot.
Joga essa teta na direção piranha. Sabe que é